Welcome, fellow fans and collectors, to another Transformers unboxing. Today we have Transformers Age of the Primes, AERIALBOT, Slingshot. This, of course, is part of this year's SUPERION AERIALBOT combiner. And, of course, part of the Primes. We have the new style packaging, some nice artwork here of Slingshot. There he is in alt mode. And we have the plastic bubble backs. We're not going to be missing that many heads in the stores. And we have some primes here on the side, because this is Age of the Primes. Prima, Vector Prime, and looks like Alpha Trion there. We have some product shots here on the back. Very dramatic pose there for Slingshot. Some legal here, and some artwork of SUPERION here on the side. Nice dramatic artwork. As we see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 languages. Quinlingo style boxing. Every once in a while we get some multilingual boxings there to cut back on costs that way. And we said about that they're legal on the bottom. AERIALBOT, Slingshot on the top. It feels very minimalistic. At the same time, it doesn't. It feels... It's different. That's all I'm going to say. It's just a different style packaging. Let's get the cracking to open at this time. And as I'm cracking open, I do invite you to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. I come back with videos as often as I get figures, or as often as I get a chance to edit them. There might have been a pause. Hopefully there is no longer a pause in my schedule. But if you would, like and subscribe would help out. If you really feel like it, donate to the channel through PayPal. That'd be awesome. There's the instructions. Garbage there. And right here is some accessories. Let's just set him up there, see how he stands. We got a little bit of a... I was afraid that wouldn't rub off. Maybe it is. I don't know what that is. We'll figure it out. Let's open up the accessories, see what's in here. I'm half. There we go. All right, this is just his guns. All right, so we have two little unpainted black guns here, 5mm pegs at the bottom. Kind of that softer plastic. It's like I said, when I mean soft, I mean like I could probably put my fingernail through it, but it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't feel like the nice hard ABS. It's just different. But yep, two identical guns. We'll set them off the side. Let's free him from this cardboard prison. Nice little space background. Knock over the box. Go for it. Let's fold these wings here to get him out. Ooh. Alright, his hand was in there. That is empty. And that is an odd way that he was packed. So we got some transforming to do right out of the package to get him in bot mode. This shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Flip those back. Flip those. That there. He's got some big feet. So the old Slingshot, or I forget what they named him, the previous incarnation we got of him was an exclusive. I think it was a Walmart exclusive. I remember having to pre-order it from Walmart for the Combiner Wars, and it wasn't Slingshot. What was it? Quick Slinger. Quick Slinger is what they used to call him. So yeah, that was incredibly hard to get. I happened to get lucky, but a lot of people weren't so lucky. So a lot of old Combiner Wars AERIALBOTs just have Alpha Bravo sitting in there in his place. So Slingshot here. Now we have that mark on his head. It looks like paint over. And I don't know if that's paint or that's molded in that color orange. So I'll just have to deal with that for now. I'll try to get off that mark later on. But Quick Slinger, I know him by his orange face. Orange/balded face. I always imagine that he's prematurely balding. I don't know why. But he does look pretty accurate in this mode. He's got some big kibble down here. Big leg kibble. He's gonna lose some points for that. Ooh, can I do that? That makes it look slightly better, but that's not accurate to that. But other than that, it does look like Slingshot. I want to keep saying Quick Slinger now. His head is on. What is that? Is that landing gear? Or... It's landing gear on the back of his head. Okay. I thought his head did something weird. Oh, that might be molded in orange. Okay, so I might be able to just take some alcohol of that. That's interesting that it can do that. But, oh, so we can't do a complete straight T-pose because of how those are. It does that weird thing, so it can't do the... Okay. No ab crunch, but it does have the ab swivel. No bicep swivel, elbow, single joint. Let me get rid of that gun to see how far we can bend that elbow. Ooh, yeah. That probably has to do with transformation, so we do have some good movement there. The hands do not move, unfortunately. No wrist movement. Do full splits. Better than full splits. Ooh. Front kick, like so. Back kick, like so. Oops. Knee like so. This guy would not be able to sit in a seat because of all that kibble. Does have rocker movement for those ginormous feet. Thigh swivel. And I think that, I mean, it's a pretty good range of movement. Those are good stiff thigh joints, leg joints. I don't know what we want to call them. That there, they look like they're ribbed, but they're not actual ratchets. Well, because of that, we had to do some weird toe movements, but it just lock in place there. He is solid. He does feel like he's very posable without anything slacking over time. And rather than do a pause and transform, we're just gonna go for it. Because like most other AERIALBOTs, this guy should be pretty simple. Especially with all this kibble here. I mean, he looks like an arrow. He looks like Slingshot, if I haven't said that already. But let's get to this. First off, I'm going to swing this around, because obviously, landing gear. That's going to pop up over his head. I immediately regret not doing the instructions. There we go. So that's supposed to come around here. We used the bicep swivel in the arms fold full in half there. Then we're going to bring this up over his head. And it's going to pop into place. There's some tabs there, and those have to fit into there. This is where that soft plastic bothers me, because it feels like I'm digging into, if I'm missing it, it feels like I'm digging into the plastic there. I'm going to warp it or tear it. These here are going to ratchet out. I'm going to fold the feet in half, back to how it was when we got it out of the package. I'm going to put them together because those pegs always tend to work better in unison than separate. Now we're going to ratchet that down and pull that up so it fits smoothly that way. Pop up these panels and pop up that, and there we go. This guy is let's pop out the landing gear because it went back in. But this here is a nice solid vehicle mode. Go back and check out my air raid one. That one had a lot of kibble on the bottom. This is very streamlined. He is more of a sporty jet than the other AERIALBOTs. Got a little bit of paint chipping there. I don't know why. It's the detailing that didn't paint well. I don't know why they have this here so squared off. I don't feel it should be squared off. It should be round instead of square. It does give it an interesting look to it, very unique look. There are certain shapes I always like in Transformers, and that is, it does make an interesting shape. But I like his vehicle mode a lot better than I like air raids. Do we have any jet greeble here? Or, I guess that's kind of exhausty. I'm not familiar with what kind of jet he's supposed to be. But yeah, my only gripe is the roundness as opposed to squareness. It looks more, reminds me more of a space vehicle than a jet with how that's positioned. I'm not even sure that's aerodynamic. And of course, he does have wheels here and here. Fake wheels. Let me bring that up. These do not roll at all. But for some reason, they have molded wheels onto the plastic. And he sits like that. He does sit slightly off the ground. It's good. I do like this alt mode a lot better than air raids. I'm interested in seeing the other two AERIALBOT's alt mode. Has a little bit of gap there, but that's probably just because I didn't push them together close enough. I like it. I like it a lot. Go, Slingshot. Let's transform you back and let's discuss some scores. I wonder if I can do it that way. So, since I like the alt mode so much, let's talk alt mode. It's gonna be a solid 5. I'm not gonna, because he looks like Air Raid, right from G1. I do like that alt mode a lot. The squareness aside, it's nothing else I can really argue with it. We're just gonna go with a 5. Bot mode. From the waist up, I like it a lot. It'd be a 5, but these giant feet with nothing folding into them. Or maybe that should be part of transformation. We'll give the bot mode a 4. swing. Oh, come on. That's a tight joint. There we go. Okay. So we'll give the bot mode a 4 for the feet. From the front, it looks great. And even that extra bit of movement there with the... That's nice. The back, yeah, he's going to lose points because that hollowness right there. Yeah, 4. So close to being great. Transformation. Is it intuitive? Absolutely, we just saw me transform it without having any prior knowledge transformation. You don't want to go in there. So, transformation. Is it fun? I mean, back and forth a couple times. This guy is not going to be any problem whatsoever. And getting that movement down there where it's just a quick swing and a fold up. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I like that. That's something new. So, transformation, we're going to give him 5. This guy's scoring high points so far. We are... Yeah, see, they could have done something better down here. So let's do it a 4. So it's going to be a 4 for transformation. And price point, we're going to do a 4. Is he worth it? It's average points. $24.99 for deluxe. It's just how it is right now. It comes with some accessories. Yeah, I think he's worth it. And if you need a slingshot, want a slingshot, then get a Combiner Wars slingshot. Get this guy. He's fun. I like this guy. I always have some kind of feel like I have some kind of connection with slingshot. Not as much as other bots, but feel like we could be friends. So all together we have scores of 5, 4, 4, 4. We're just going to round it down to 4. So he's a solid 4. Get him. Get him if you want him. But at this point, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you are still watching, please hit that like button and subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. I do come back with videos as often as I get new figures. If you want to support the channel, feel free to donate to my PayPal account, which I'll be throwing up on the screen. And once more, and as always, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.